This video is going to be trading plan number 4. Right. Starting off from the daily chart. Right now it's pretty obvious where we are heading. We're going to look for this swing high as objectives for ES and this rejection block for NQ, because NQ it's slightly weaker than ES. Notice how it made a lower low down here, whereas ES made a higher low. So for NQ, I would be only looking for targets in the rejection block. However, for ES, I will be looking for this swing high right here. Going down into the 6 hours chart. After several attempts, price wasn't willing to trade lower into that weekly fair value gap for ES. So this indicates that ES is much more bullish than NQ as well. And for longs, I would much prefer to take it on ES. At this candle, we have closed above this 3 down close candle. But what is more important is this candle right here. I want to see if it is able to close above this down close candle, because ultimately this was the down close candle that formed the SMT. Which SMT? This low and this low right here. If you look at NQ, if NQ for this particular candle, which is Asia's candle, is able to close above this consecutive down close candles, then to me, this consecutive down close candles would be your bullish order block, because this order block took out this lows down here. Notice how it has utilized the last down close candle as a springboard to trade higher. That is also one confirmation that on Friday we are probably going to expand higher. For the majority of the week, we have been trading in a very tight range. I think the expansion on Friday would be at least one standard deviation of this range here. Right, so moving forward, I would be looking for SMT on the lows to reach for higher prices. Preferably I get an SMT between the 6 hours candle, but if not, I would have to wait for the 90 minutes candle. For today, similar to yesterday, we have 2 news driver events, one at 8:30, the other one at 10 AM. I would predominantly focus on the 10:30 90 minutes candle, because at that point in time, all the news events has passed. Would have been done. Okay. For ES, I would focus on this inversion fair value gap if it is able to close above. This is an inversion fair value gap because this fair value gap was utilized to send the price lower to take out a short-term low. For NQ, I would prefer to use this order block right here, because for NQ we are slightly bearish, which means the strength is not there. Okay, so for NQ I would prefer to use this down close candles as a bullish PDRA. However, if price really wants to expand exponentially, we might not even trade back down into this order block, but utilize this inversion fair value gap similar to ES. But let's see how this AM session is going to play out. At this point in time, I think London is a very low probability, because we have expansion in the Asia session. This is an expansion candle. We have around 40 minutes left to the close of this particular candle. So I don't have too much expectations for London. It's probably going to be a range consolidation profile due to the fact that we have expansion in Asia. Heading down to 90 minutes. A fair value gap is probably going to form around this level here. I would like to see if price would offer a trade down here and SMT within this fair value gap. So let's just say London trades back into this fair value gap. I can consider longs. But with what I just said, it's a low probability. I would much prefer to wait for the New York session, unless London really presents something very clear. Okay. Usually for expansions in the Asia session, I would anticipate something like this. This is from, I learned this from day as well. Something like this, and then higher. So SMT between a low down here within the Asia range, and then higher prices. So if I get that, I'm expecting London to do something like this, okay? That downward accumulation, and then we're going to create some sort of low-hanging fruit highs in or during the London session for New York session to attack. Right, so let's see how this plays out for today. For Friday itself, for today, my bias would be bullish. So I have a very clear bias for Friday. It's bullish in both London and New York session. And with this, I'm gonna end the video here, and I will review the price in the future, in the future video, in the next video. All right, and that's it.